Thank you, Council President Nancy Navarro. I would like to just make some comments today about the CIP item that relates to the Council's important oversight work on the executive branch, particularly in the area of public safety. And I'd like to thank Council Member and Public Safety Committee Chair Sidney Katz for joining with me to introduce an important budget amendment on the Public Safety Radio Tower Network. The county's public safety radio tower network is decrepit and it needs to be replaced. And it failed catastrophically in March on Mother's Day weekend. Sorry, not March, May. And the county has been working for years to build a new public safety radio tower network. The radio towers are how the radios function. When a police officer or a firefighter pulls out their radio, it's talking to a tower nearby somewhere, and then that tower signal is relayed through the other towers. And we need a state-of-the-art, first-rate, world-class public safety radio tower and public safety communications system. We don't have one today, but we're trying to build one. And building it requires 22 towers located in strategic places throughout the county. And each of these towers has a line of sight to a different tower. So every tower in the network is interdependent with every other tower. The whole network works when it is all in place as it was designed. The council has fully appropriated the funding for this tower network, and it is on the executive branch to implement what the council has appropriated. And when the county executive Leggett, former executive Leggett, left office, he stated that that network would be completed by the fall of 2020. So it seemed like everything was on track, but this winter, we learned that the county executive Mark Elrich, was proposing to change or cancel 2 of the tower locations. One that is on the ICC, inside of the ICC intersection at Georgia Avenue, and another that is at the Bretton Woods community near Poolsville. And there was some nearby concern from neighbors about the sightliness or some unfounded accusations about health impacts about these towers, which led the county executive to recommend canceling those 2 locations. Unfortunately, the county executive did not do the work to figure out what the implications of canceling those 2 towers would be before the directive was issued to cancel the tower network, the 2 tower locations. And that has created some tremendous problems because it's not easy to build the 22 tower network and deliver it on time while you're trying to find alternative locations. What we know is that other locations would mean that in 2020 we do not have a fully functioning system. It is not this public safety standard of 95-95. Canceling these 2 towers could easily require 3 or 4 towers to replace them due to geography. It could require millions of dollars. One estimate is up to $5 million, all because a few residents around those towers complained. But what about, we ask, what about all the other residents who are relying upon the public safety system to function properly? These 2 locations, one near Olney and Leisure World, the other near the Potomac River, I just have to share, last night there was a Jeopardy question, and the question was, swift water rescue teams frequently visit the Great Falls area of this river between Reston and Bethesda. I tweeted back, what is the location of the 22nd tower in the public safety radio communications network?
Joanne?
Swift, unfortunately I wasn't on the show. I wouldn't have probably gotten anything else right on that show. But we are right now having a lot of swift water rescues and water rescues. You know, my kid goes to summer camp near that 22nd tower location. I want to know if he's out kayaking, fire and rescue can get there and do the job to take care of kids who are on the Potomac River or kayakers. These are life safety issues. So the capital budget amendment that we're introducing today would remove the discretion about the locations and say we are going to proceed with the locations that we have designed, and the goal is to deliver a 95/95, that's the public safety standard, by fall of 2020. Now, Councilmember Katz and I sent a letter to the executive on April 3rd asking for more information about the decision to relocate those towers. We never heard a response. The entire county council sent a letter on June 21st. We have never heard a response. In press reports, the executive branch has said no comment, time and time again. We have not seen a credible alternative to the 22-tower network that has already been designed. So that is why we have to act now. The good news is that the state of Maryland, with the leadership from Governor Hogan, has made a separate decision that they are going to proceed with the 21st tower location at the ICC intersection. And they've offered the county once again to co-locate the communications network facility on that tower. And I understand the executive branch is now saying that they will proceed with that co-location after having previously rejected that tower. So hopefully we are closer to a solution there, and we need to finally resolve the Bretton Woods location. But this capital budget amendment will specify what that location is, as well as the other 21 towers, and enable us to move on and get this network built on the timeline that the council has insisted upon in its letters to the executive. Now, if the executive could figure out a better solution and wants to send us an amendment to this capital budget item, that is always an option. But those of us who have studied this are not optimistic that there is any alternative, which is why we've been so insistent that we move forward with the plan that we've already funded and already designed. So I want to thank my council members, colleagues, for joining in this effort to hold the executive branch accountable to deliver the network that we funded and designed and to get this job done. Thank you.